We're going to be in Acts chapter 12 today. Chapter 12 kind of closes out this emphasis on Peter, and with 13 we're going to transition into the missionary journeys of Paul. Chapter 12 is an account of Peter being released from prison. It begins with, about that time Herod arrested some of those who belonged to the church, family. This family, of course, began with Herod the Great, who ruled from about 37 B.C. to 4 B.C. and was notorious for some of the things he did, and his children had some of his weird idiosyncrasies. And there are several of his sons mentioned. We have James. This is the Apostle James. This is one of the inner circle. It's surprising that one of these inner circles died so quickly, but Jesus told them that they would experience the same kind of cup of suffering that he experienced, the same kind right and the left seat in his kingdom next to him. And this was a headed. There were 4 kinds of capital punishment means available to arrest Peter. Also, Peter, being another of the inner circle, he had him seized and put into prison and turned him over to 4 squads of soldiers to guard him. Now, the chain on the left hand and the right, there'll be irony here, is they're praying earnestly for God to spare Peter, and God does. And they're surprised and think it can't be. Isn't that just like us to ask God for something and then be just shocked to death when God does it? Now notice at verse 6. Now just as Herod was going to bring him out, that is the very night before. You say, oh, it's coincidence. I think God's in control of history.
Why won't you wake up? Wake
up! You say, oh, it's coincidence. I think God's in control of history. And it helps me know it's not just Peter's life that he's concerned about, but it's ours. Every one of his. Peter is dead. And this is just his angel. Now look at verse 20. When Herod cherished a bitter grudge against the people of Tyre and Sidon. Now if you look at your map, Tyre and Sidon is the old nation of Phoenicia. It's on the Mediterranean Ocean. It's just north of the Promised Land. And Tyre and Sidon are the 2 major cities of this ancient sea-going empire. We know him back from Hiram, who was a friend of David and Solomon. Peter is dead.